Welcome Assassins back to another Phantom Manor tutorial. This is part number 6, and in today's video I'll be teaching you guys how to build where I'm stood today. This is Madame Leota's sort of ball area. That sounds really weird. But we're going to be building this area here. It's kind of a very circular shape. So you come in here from this corridor with the knocking doors and whatnot. The grandfather clock standing tall there. You come around here and we see her in all her glory, and she's telling you about the warnings of the ghosts and the spirits of the underworld and stuff like that. And then we come around here, and then we are on to... okay, it's a little bit dark. On to the actual ballroom here where we you sort of have the dancing spirits and whatnot as well. So it's going to be great. This is a very important section to match up two very cool parts of the ride here. But yeah, this is one of my favourite sections. Let's get some materials and get started with part number 6. Let's go for it. So then, to begin today's tutorial, of course you want to fly over to your circle over here. This is going to be on your track layout besides the grandfather clock and the knocking doors. We're going to need to grab ourselves some polished Blackstone bricks, some warped hyphae or hyphia or something along those lines. It looks like that anyways. We're going to need some polished Blackstone brick wall, some respawn anchors, some warped slabs, and finally a lectern as well. That is not all the materials of course, but that is some to get us started. Now then, coming down to here, we need to firstly start with our 4 corners of our circle. Now I know you're thinking, 4 corners on a circle? That is completely wrong. But no, we've actually got like kind of corners of the track here. So we're kind of using these to our advantage a little bit. So the first thing to do is go to this corner, inverted commas, over here. And we'll take ourselves our polished Blackstone bricks. We'll go to the 2 blocks here that are exposed on the red carpet. We'll go here and build 2 blocks of our polished Blackstone bricks. Remember, this is always going to be 2 layers up because we're 2 blocks high from the ground, you know. We'll do 2 more just here. Another 2. Then we'll do a 1, and then we'll want to go for a 3 along here, like so. Then we of course go down to this corner. We'll build ourselves in 2, then we'll go again for 2, 1, 1, 1, and then finally a 2 over here. So you can really see where the track is helping us here, which is awesome. For our 3rd corner, we will go ahead and start with a 1. Then of course we do ourselves 2, 1, 1, and then 2, and then up here as well for 2. It's an interesting one because we end it with 2 2s, whereas we start with just 1 and then we go to 2. So don't get confused, that is all good. Don't worry, we've got this. Then up here, we'll just do ourselves 2, and then a final 1 here, because you can start to see the angle of the circle going back around to make it, you know, a spherical. No, that's not the right word. A sphere shape. Even, I'll just stick to the normal words I know. There we go. Okay, the next thing to do is to fly high above, and you're going to see where the red is that we used before to mark out our circle. This is going to be really useful. We can now use this to our advantage and literally just place ourselves some polished Blackstone bricks on top of all of this. This will just help us layer everything, making a very big perimeter for our table that Madame Leota sits on. Well, sits upon. So there we go. So now we have this shape in here. Wicked. Now you should be left with 3 blocks on each, well, let's say each side. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, and they're all going to be 3 blocks in length, which is wicked. Connected by a diagonal lots of 2, which they are. Perfect. Now the next thing to do is to take your warped hyphae or hyphia, and then you're going to want to come ahead on the inside and literally just fill this all in for 2 layers. So literally in this circle shape, fill it up to 2 layers high so that we're in line with our track layer. Let's get this done, guys. You've got this. We'll be right back. So there you should have yourself a 2-layered circle in here. That looks really good. One thing I forgot to mention before starting this is the warped hyphae or hyphia kind of does this weird thing where it does like the wood, so it goes in different directions. Now not to worry about that. Look, you can see sort of here, if you look very closely, this sort of one goes up and then these go along to the left there. So don't worry about that. That is not a problem. You can't really tell unless you're really deeply looking into it. So that is not a worry. The next thing to do is to take our polished Blackstone brick wall, and we're going to start up here. We're not going to start in this 3-lot section because that's going to be for a big chair. We want to go ahead instead, starting just here for 2, and then we want to carry this along for 3 so it connects up. you're connecting your wall much like any other part of the track, but not obviously these brick blocks. So connect your wall all the way around this perimeter, just like so, making sure that you're every single block closest to the brick wall behind it. Oops, my mistake, there we go. And then we stop for just once we get round to there again, like so. Perfect. If you want to come down to this side over here, so this left side, not this block, but then the one inwards, you can stick a respawn anchor just there. Perfect. I want to go ahead and check my dimensions before continuing, but I'll be right back. Okay, so after checking some stuff, I grabbed 3 more materials. I've grabbed myself some warp trapdoors, some magenta carpet, and finally some black candles as well. Now what we're going to need to do next is build our big throne looking chair at the back here. Now we're going to stick this between the 2 walls here. So we'll do ourselves 2 respawn anchors, and bear in mind you can stack these, which is awesome. They don't open up and, you know, do like a sort of beacon or barrel thing, which is great, so we don't have to shift or crouch to do that. So we'll stick 3 to connect the walls, 1 at the front here, and then 1 here with the gap in the middle. Then we're going to do 1 just here, another 1 on each side, and then we'll do 1 final one at the top there. So we've done 2 layers of 3 with a 1 on top, and then 1 on each side at the front. We then want to stick ourselves warp slabs on basically all the exposed blocks here and here. So technically we use 3 slabs just there. At the back here you can now fill up your wall, just those 3 blocks, and that really does finish up the perimeter nicely. Now we're going to leave ourselves 2 blocks between the table and this big chair. So 1, 2, and on 3, stick yourself 3 respawn anchors like so. We can then go ahead and stick ourselves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 just behind the 3. We'll do ourselves another 5, and then a final 3 up here. Please bear in mind that we are going to have to destroy some stuff in a second, just like remove 1 or 2 anchors so we can place some extra details in, but it shouldn't be too difficult once we get to that part. Okay, the next thing we can do is go ahead and stick ourselves that lectern just in the middle of the table. So we're going to use the middle block here. As you can see, it's got 2 on all sides. Awesome. We'll go to the left of it for 1 block, and we'll stick our lectern just in there like so. Kind of perched in nicely. We're then going to go to each of the 4 corners, and we're going to need to block out this one, this one, this one, and this one. And if you placed that first layer of your warped below, you should already have some below, which is awesome. We're going to need that in a second. We'll next take ourselves our trapdoors and our carpet. We'll stick trapdoors on each of the 4 corners, like that. And then we'll stick ourselves magenta, 1, 2. There isn't any there on my original one, but I might be wrong about that. Keep it off for now, and then we'll go get some if we need to. We'll stick 1, 2, 1, 2, and then a 3rd one down here. So yeah, it looks like there should be 1 there, but I'll have to go and check, just in case. We'll stick ourselves a cluster of candles up here. Let's say 4 should do the trick, to be honest. 4 looks good, but if you want to do 3, as long as there's a bunch kind of clustered up, it shouldn't look too bad at all. We also want to do them on this respawn anchor over here. For that one I might do 3. Okay, wonderful. I'm going to go ahead and get some new materials, but maybe keep my carpet, just in case I was wrong about that. So yeah, get yourself some new materials apart from the carpet and the warp trapdoor. Let's go for it, guys. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab ourselves these materials. You're of course going to need your warp trapdoor once more, your magenta carpet, which will now just go ahead and fill in that one little gap there. On my original one I must have destroyed it by accident, so that is my bad. But at least we figured it out before we got too far in. We're going to need a book and quill, a glass pane, an amethyst block, barrier once again, which I'll show you how to get in a second if you don't already know, and some spawn bats, so just the bat egg as well. You need to open your chat commands window. You'll need to write in this box down here, /give, then you want to click yourself at S, which is going to be for you, and then we're going to write in here just barrier, spelled like so, a space between each of the different words and commands, and then once you hit that, it should come up in the top left side of my screen. You have given yourself 1 barrier. This doesn't just mean the 1, it means infinite, and you can destroy these in creative mode but not in survival mode. When you're holding them, by the way, you can see them, but if I go ahead and hold my bat egg, they are invisible. And like I said, they are indestructible in survival mode, so keep that in mind. For the barriers over here, we'll stick them on this big seat. We'll stick one here next to the slab and the other side too. Then one below and on top of that slab. We then want to stick ourselves one just out from this one, so we'll have to stick one there temporarily with one forward. Knock out that one. We're going to stick ourselves a bat in this block here, so in here. And then we'll stick ourselves one barrier just on that slab. Okay, you ready? It's going to be a bit quick because we don't want the bat to fly away. The bats, by the way, represent the crows in the real ride. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Fail. 3, 2, 1. Seriously? Trial and error. There we go. Phew. Third time lucky. Okay, there's just going to be a couple bats flying around. Never mind. That was part of the plan. Yeah, sure. Okay, so the next thing to do is stick your booking quill here. So you can just stick it on the lectern, looking good. Then we're going to build ourselves 2 amethyst blocks in the center here. So one is going to be raised above the actual table. Knock out the one below now. Stick yourself warp trapdoors below and on top of this. Then you can surround this with glass panes to make yourself Madame Leota just here like so. Awesome. For this next part, we'll need to build ourselves these banners. Now I suck at banners, so I've come over here to my original one just to make sure I get it right. We're going to take ourselves a loom, of course. Plonk that down anywhere in your Phantom Manor. Take a brown banner, some red and some yellow dye, and then a banner pattern, and this one is actually the Borgia indented one. That's very, very important. It gives us this really squiggly looking shape here, which is awesome. Let's open up our loom, stick our brown banner in, stick our yellow dye in with our banner pattern in. We get one of these like so, and then we just want to make a red one too, like so, and it just gives us that really cool looking pattern just there for this kind of tablecloth around the exterior of the table. Awesome. Let's fly back over to the original one. Behind the scenes, there's one of those bats. Okay, then we come over here. We'll stick ourselves one here, here. Oh, that one may need sorting out. Slightly more diagonal, like so, and then we'll stick 3, 3, 3, and a final 3 on this side too. And there we have ourselves the Madame Leota table built in Minecraft. Now of course we still have to build the exterior of this place. Let's get it all done. We got this. Now we've basically already come to the last section of this tutorial, but once again it is not an easy part. We're going to need to grab ourselves some black concrete, some crying obsidian, some soul lanterns, some warped fence gate, some armor stands, some netherite chest plate, leggings and boots, and finally a wither skeleton skull. Please bear in mind guys, the pause button is always there for your guys' use, and if you do need to comment any questions down below, please feel free to do so. Alright, let's go for it. Whew. I'm a little bit nervous myself, because I'm relying on my counting, and that is never good. Oh, we got this, come on. We're going to go for a 1 block here. When I say 1 block, by the way, I mean going up to the layer of this one. So we'll count this as we go. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 is going to be our new number, but I won't refer to that throughout the tutorial. So just bear in mind, it always goes up to 9 blocks. But this is just a 1. So 1, we'll call this 1. Just because it's 1 block of black here. Then we'll do 2. So remember, 2 lots of 9. Like so. Then we want to go for a 3. 1, 2, 3. As you can see, it's starting to come out, but that is fine. We're going to go diagonal for this one. We need to leave a little bit of a space so we can build those gargoyles in. So we're going to go a little bit over the circle. Don't hesitate and don't worry about that. So we've got a 3 going up to 9 just here. Then we want to do 2 lots of 1. So 1 and then 1. Then we'll go back in for a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we go up to those nether brick blocks just there, which is good. That shows we're on the right lines so far, which is brilliant. And then we want to go out for 5. So basically we're following the track here, like so. So 5 upwards to the 9. Working with black concrete is always my worst enemy because you can't really see the definition of the blocks. You can't really see the gap. It's so difficult. Even with night vision on, it's difficult as well. So we have to be extra careful here. Then we'll go back in for our 2. matching straight up to our nether brick just there. Then we'll go for 3. As you can see, we're brushing the circle again now. However, we'll need to come back out for this next gargoyle. So then we'll go for 2 lots of 1 again. Then we'll go for our 2. 1, 2. So we come back into the corner here, which is awesome. Then we'll go back around for 2 again, so we're stopping on these nether brick blocks. They are our friends, we can use them to our advantage. Then we'll go for 7, and this is, again, is going to be out from the track by a block. And it will also be the same dimension as the actual track too, which is really helpful. Upwards to our 9. Then we'll go for 1. Then we'll do 3. Again, building upwards to the 9 blocks. Like so. Then we'll go for 2 lots of 1. 1. Then a 1. And then we'll do 3. Just here, like so. Awesome. Then we'll go again for 2. And that should be on the nether brick again, which it is. Nether brick, sorry. Not nether brick. This is... What brick is this again? Ah, Blackstone, of course. I've been saying nether the whole time. That is my bad. Okay, nether brick. No. Blackstone. I literally remembered and then I said it again. Then we'll go for 5 around this corner. God, sometimes I am a real idiot. I watched this back after editing and I'm like, oh my goodness, why did I say that? And then we'll go for a 2 again. Crikey. Then we'll go for 1. And now here it gets a little bit weird. We're going to go for a 1. But we're technically making this into a 4. We're trying to make this into 4. So we need to go for 1, 2, 3 blocks down here. And then we're building this along for 2. And then we'll go back into a 1 here. So it goes over the track like so. Then we'll go for 2. Build this right the way up. And then we'll go for 2 again. And then we'll actually backtrack up to the left for a 1. Just to finish up the actual track here. Like so. So now when you come around the corner, there's no holes there. And everything is looking pretty good. Brilliant, guys. We have made some really good progress. Let's finally add in those gargoyles and then we can call it a day. So keeping the same materials as before, we're going to build these gargoyles. We'll start by going to the closest one to the entrance of Madame Leota's circle. We'll come to these 2 singular blocks over here. And as you can see, we have a gap of 3 back here, each divided by 1. So we're going to go ahead and try and build this in here. So we'll go for 1, 2, 3 blocks of black concrete in there. I know it's so difficult to see, I'm so sorry guys. Hopefully it won't get too bad. But if it does, remember you can pause the video and ask me any questions below. We'll go ahead and stick a second one up there. So now we're 2 blocks above the track. Just here and here. I have glare on my TV, this is so hard. Black concrete is so hard to see anyways, but now I've got glare too. So next we're going to go ahead and go to the one over here. We'll build this one up to that 2. And then we're actually going to fill up with 2 crying obsidian above. So here, 1, 2, 1, 2 above the track, 1, 2 crying obsidian. And then we'll finally build this up to the top. Like so. We'll build down in this gap here for 1, 2, 3. We'll stick ourselves our armor stand in the middle just like so. This armor stand is going to be for our gargoyle. Now it's going to be holding up 2 fence gates on both sides like so. Closed fence gates for the wings. Crouch click or shift click down here. Make sure your armor stand has both arms up like so. So it looks like it's holding up the wings like that. Well, holding out the wings. Then you can stick yourself your armor on it with your your wither skeleton skull on top there as well. We'll come to this block here and place 1 and then 1 over this side with soul lanterns on each side of it. So you can see they're just literally off to the side of the armor stand. Then we'll do ourselves another 2 black concrete covering up the crying obsidian there. So now we have a little pouch for this area here. That's not all though. We take ourselves 1 here and 1 here. So it goes above the sea lantern and that area just there. And that should be over the bricks below. Looking good. That is 1 down. Phew. Very difficult, I know. But don't worry, we're getting there. Now then over here, these ones are a little bit simpler, I'd say. So that is lucky. Still a bit tricky though, so definitely stay tuned. We're going to need to go for 1, 2, and then we'll do 3 just there. A 4th one just here. Then we'll do ourselves our armor stand just in there like so, in the direct center, looking all grand. We'll stick ourselves 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 black concrete on both sides, so it looks like a podium. We'll stick ourselves soul lanterns on both of those, so it's below the armor stand. Then we'll do black concrete up to where the armor stand sits, with soul lanterns on each side like so. We'll then come behind our armor stand, excuse me. We'll go ahead and build ourselves 2 crying obsidian in the wall here and here, so either side of the gargoyle. Then we'll stick ourselves fences on both sides of those. Our armor goes on our armor stand with our wither skeleton skull. We crouch or shift click to get those wings going by making it out like so. And then we'll come up here and we'll start to like fill it around basically. We don't want any gaps to be shown. So we need to go ahead and kind of build like a cove for this. So we'll do 1, 1 with 1 block out on both sides. Then we'll go up the top here and build 1, 2, 3 with 1 above like so. I'm just going to go and double check things. This is looking pretty good though. So yeah, that's looking all good. I'm just going to match it now by building 3 here, then 1 there. Then I'm going to surround this top area here to build it into the back wall like so. So there's no little gaps. That looks very cool and creepy. Awesome. Now we'll go around to this corner over here. The corner gargoyles are the worst ones, I'll say. They're the worst ones to build. They're so difficult. But we've got these 3 gaps again, so we know what to do now. We're going to build 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks up from the floor there. Stick our armor stand straight away in that center one. We'll come to the blocks besides it by building 1 out here and 1 out here. Soul lanterns on both of those. Then we'll come back to the grass and we'll build 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks of black on both sides. Then where we'd stick on armor stand, we'll stick crying obsidian. Then we'll build up above this for 1, 1, then connect it over the top by 1. Then we'll come down to the sides of the crying obsidian, adding 2 and 2. And then we'll just kind of bling up our armor stand in a second, after adding in our fence gates here. Then we'll go for the armor stand with a skeleton skull, then the armor stand's pose. Wings out in all glory. Awesome. The next one goes over here. This one again, a little bit difficult, but we got this. We're going to go for 1, 2, 3, 4. Armor stand. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 to build that pedestal or podium. 2 soul lanterns, 1 on either side. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, I didn't start from the bottom. That was a bit dumb. There we go. Then we'll do a soul lantern just up from the original ones. Then we need to go into this gap down here. Fill this one up to the roof. That's fine. And this one too. And then we need to, sort this out as well. So we'll do 1, 2, 1, 2, so they come out from the soul lanterns. And then up above this one, 3 with 1. Then we do 3 with 1, and then we'll fill up the rest of the wall back here. Like so. Now down here, we'll do ourselves 2 cutouts for the crying obsidian. Then we'll do our fence gates. We'll put our armor on the armor stand, our wither skeleton skull, and then we'll sort him out to make the pose. There we go. The second to last one, over here, in this gap again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Armor stand at a diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 crying obsidian. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 crying obsidian. 1, 2, and 3 over the top of the armor stand. 2 blocks down on both sides of the crying obsidian. A block out from the armor stand and a block out from the armor stand. Soul lantern, soul lantern. Fence gate. Armor on the armor stand. With a skeleton skull, and then we'll open the arms. Once you get the sort of feel for it, you can really go ballistic with this and start to get it all looking good and whatnot. It is difficult though, definitely. So definitely, feel free to use that pause button where you need to, and just stay calm. It's all good. We got this. I was panicking a little bit myself because it was difficult, but no, we're making good progress and it's looking good. Down here, we'll do the last one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Armor stand. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Get that podium. Soul lantern, soul lantern. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Black concrete. Soul lantern, soul lantern. The 2 out from the soul lanterns on the top. The 3 across the armor stand with a 1. Again, double that up. And then build up above it to match the rest of the wall. Like so. Then down below, knock out these 2 to add in your crying obsidian. Crying obsidian. And then we'll put in ourselves our fence gates. Our armor for the armor stand with the skeleton skull. Armors out and all. And voila, we have ourselves 6 gargoyles in here. Just double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Looking good. Whew, what a difficult tutorial. That was mental. Thank you so much. That was, like, thank you for staying with me with that one, because wow, crazy. Alright, we've done it, guys. Good job. And there you have yourselves Madame Leota's circle of awesomeness, let's just say. I don't really know what this room is called, so I definitely need some help with knowing what it's called. Let me know in the comments down below if you do know. That'd be great. But yeah, thank you so much for staying with me throughout this tutorial. It was pretty difficult, to be honest. I was a little bit concerned about how to build those gargoyles, because when I was planning this tutorial, they became a problem too. I was ending up like building the corner ones a little bit out from the middle ones, and yeah, when I got to like building the other corner ones, it was not going well. So thank goodness we got it done all well and good. But if you do need any questions answering, don't forget to ask me any questions down in the comments below. But yeah, I think that's it for today's tutorial. Part number 7 will be coming very shortly. We'll have to build probably 2 parts for this next bit, because it is quite big, as you can see. We'll probably do like the back wall and stuff first, and then we'll build all the details, because the details definitely take the longest. But hey, that is definitely going to be coming soon, so please be on the lookout for those. If you're interested in staying tuned for the entire series, please consider joining the Assassinhood today for free by subscribing. If you are new around here and you did enjoy this video, thank you, welcome to the channel. Please drop a like if you did enjoy. That really helps me out and gets this video recommended to many more people around the globe, so that'd be awesome to do. All of my social media links are in the description, guys, so if you're interested, definitely check those out. But yeah, I think I'm going to head off now. My throat is killing me from doing all this talking, but it's all in a day's work. We did really good today. You should be proud of yourselves. But yeah, I'll see you very soon for the next episode of Phantom Manor's Ride in Minecraft. Goodbye for now, Assassins. Thank you so much.